Hello, my dear students. Today's topic is workbook exercises and some extra or cross-curricular topics. We are going to talk about art today. Do you know any art movement? Can you think any of them? Here we have got some to make you know with some art movements. We have got here Cubism and Surrealism. Here are the representatives of these movements, of these art movements, El Guernica and the persistence of memory. Then we have other art movements as well, Expressionism, which is represented by the Starry Night, painted by Vincent van Gogh, and Impressionism, which is represented by the Edgar Degas stage rehearsal. Have a look at these two paintings. So, think of the colors. What do you think of them? Which of them has got bright colors or dull colors? Think of the shapes. In which of them can you see human figures or common shapes? So, have a look at them and let's complete the table together. So, which of the paintings has got bright colors? And it is painting B. Which has got contrasting colors? It is again picture B. Which have got dull colors? It is picture A. Which has got human figures? Again, it is picture A. And which has got common shapes? Again, it is picture A. Did you notice whose painting is this? Who is the painter of this painting? And we are going to check out together to find out more for both of these paintings. The first one is, we have got here an art movement. You're going to have a piece of reading here about the representatives of the art movement, what it consists of, what colors did the representatives of Cubism use, and what messages did it give. Let's start reading. Cubism was an art movement which began in Paris at the beginning of the 20th century. It was one of the most original and influential styles of art in history, and it inspired a number of other movements in both music and literature. Cubism was pioneered by Pablo Picasso and George Braque, but many artists, including Robert Delaunay and Juan Gris, quickly joined them. The Cubist artists drew inspiration from everyday objects and subjects, even the human face. Their paintings look as though they had taken something apart or put it back together. At first, they attempted to depict things as the mind perceives them, and not as the eye sees them. They used shapes like cubes and rectangles, and used dull colors like gray or brown. Later, they composed works using fewer and simpler forms, but with brighter colors. And now, let's have a look at the other movement. It is the Expressionism. Have a look at this painting. Did you notice who is the painter? It is called the Starry Night. This painting is called the Starry Night, right? The Expressionist movement developed at the beginning of the 20th century in Germany and quickly spread across Europe. Expressionists tried to show their feelings about the world through their paintings. To achieve this, they used bright colors that were stronger than those who we see in the natural world. They also made figures and faces look more exaggerated than they are in real life, to express how life made them feel. Expressionists were greatly influenced by Vincent van Gogh, the Starry Night, right, of Vincent van Gogh, and Edward Munch. The Russian artist Vasily Kandinsky was a leading figure in the later stages of the movement. And now let's have a look at some new vocabulary that appeared in the two texts. Depict. What is depict? It is to show something, to show or represent something. The sentence here, Vincent van Gogh's art depicts real people, places, or objects. The other words, movement. Movement are certain beliefs and ideas about something shared for a specific group. Vincent van Gogh was famous for belonging to the Expressionist art movement. So it is movements are beliefs or ideas. To draw inspiration. What is to draw inspiration? The sentence, many artists draw inspirations from nature to paint beautiful landscapes. So what is draw inspiration? To get enthusiasm from something or to give you new ideas. Pioneer. What is the word pioneer? To be the first person to develop something. The Wright brothers pioneered the flying machine. Then we have perceive. It means to realize something, to recognize something. For example, the internet has changed the way we perceive the world. The next word, exaggerated. What is to exaggerate something? For example, he painted an exaggerated face, making it seem bigger than it should. Depicted as bigger than it is or better than it really is. Now, let's have a post-reading activity. We are going to read some sentences now and we are going to find out together if they are true or false. These sentences are based in the two art movements. Cubism had an influence on painting, music and literature, and this is true. Cubism portrayed people and things in a realistic way. This is false. After a while, Cubist artists used bright colors, and at the end it was said that later they used bright colors, so this is true. Feelings were very important to Expressionist artists, and this is true because feelings were very important when they were painting their paintings. Expressionists mainly used gray or brown, and this is false because they didn't use dull colors. Van Gogh was important to Expressionism, and this is true because he was a pioneer of the Expressionism. What is your homework for this unit? We are going to choose another style of art, of movement of art, such as the Surrealism or Impressionism. You are going to collect information from the internet and you are going to write some notes about it and you are going to refer it, to report it to your class. Please try to find information about the person who represented, who were the pioneers, how were the paintings, what colors did they use, what shapes, what messages, and things like that. Thank you for your attention.